In the past few years, the leaps being made in our entire global economic system are quicker and larger than ever. Not many economists or tech experts can answer with confidence how they envision the economy 20 years from now. As new technologies are prevailing, new horizons are being tapped and new industries are being shaped that we never thought of until recently. These are the growing industries of the future. 11. Internet of Things. In the past, the internet was the thing that most of us used only when we were on our computers. Then, some years ago, as it began making its way onto mobile phones, then our video game consoles, and today, we're heading in a path where we don't need to say, "I'm on the internet" any longer. Almost everything we use, both indoors and outdoors, will be on the internet. From our fridges and washing machines, to our power supply and home security systems. That's why knowledge of networks, data communication, and software will be skills that are needed in pretty much every single industry out there. Manufacturing, construction, and service industries will be on a constant search for new internet-based mechanisms to incorporate into their product to gain an edge in the market. The tech geeks will become the ones helping operate our entire environment. The Internet of Things will include almost all of the things. 10. Artificial intelligence. Google studies our behavior. Facebook learns our preferences. We ask Siri to find us near places to eat. And we let Amazon guide us through the vast aisles of the digital market. Ever since the machines began acquiring knowledge of their own, they have taken huge leaps towards developing a real humanly consciousness. Today, we're on the verge of an era where we will move around in self-driving cars, work alongside robots, and read books or listen to music that was created by a machine. Some of us are doing some of these things already. The field of artificial intelligence in the coming decades will be one of the most vibrant arenas for endless experimentation. Also, as everything becomes connected thanks to the Internet of Things, more and more data related to our behavior will be collected, and the machines will have infinitely more material to learn from. Don't forget that artificial intelligence is not only a field that is exclusive to computer scientists. We're talking about creating brains like ours, and potentially ones that will even be way more powerful than ours. They will live with, talk to, and affect us. 9. Cybersecurity. We've already talked about two industries that will make our entire existence more and more dependent on computer systems. With that, we'll become more vulnerable to cyber attacks. Hackers are already able to access bank accounts, steal classified state info, freeze entire companies completely, and get their hands on our personal information. Without proper cybersecurity systems, though, they will soon have potential access to everything connected to the internet, which will be almost everything around us, from our houses to our cars to the medical equipment at hospitals. That's why the cybersecurity industry is our only hope for any real security in the future, and so it will grow all the more important as things in our daily lives get connected. This industry is our main safeguard against humanity's future dreams turning into real nightmares. 8. Genomics. 15 years ago, exactly in 2003, the US founded a Human Genome Project, which had begun in 1990, was finally capable of sequencing and mapping the human genetic code. This project cost $3 billion. If things had stayed at that cost, the industry wouldn't carry much hope, since not many people would have been willing to enter into something that expensive. But today, sequencing a genome can cost just around $1,000. Today, the field of genomics is at its highest level of vigor, with players like Bill Gates and Google jumping on its bandwagon with billions of dollars in investments. With the research being more facilitated, genomics is expanded to completely transform our understanding of the human body's components and our ability to cure and nurture it. 7. Drones. Drone technology is now becoming more and more affordable in the same way we just mentioned with genomics. In the near past, there were times when drones were only novelty items that most of us only associated with war and bomb dropping. Today, drones are already becoming central to everyday non-military tasks, like photography, journalism, and like Amazon's use of them for delivery. The future is all for drones though, and they will become used in everything from agriculture to delivering emergency aid for victims of heart attacks. 6. Robotics. For several years now, more and more warehouses and manufacturing plants have been including robots in the workforce. Now we have Sophia, the Saudi Arabian humanoid that was the first robot to acquire national citizenship. And there are robots that are entertaining the seniors in retirement homes in Japan. Very soon, we'll be having robots as our friends, coworkers, and in-house assistants. That's why we now have robot relationship researchers to decide what set of rules will shape our interactions with robots. 5. Virtual reality. Being able to simulate certain situations and environments without the costs and risks of the same experience in real life opens up a goldmine of potential applications that we could or could not imagine at the moment. The technology of VR is already being used by military forces to train their soldiers, people who are taking driver's license tests, as well as in video games. 4. Nanotechnology. There are countless ways in which we as a species have our hopes hanging on to advancements in the fields of nanotechnology. Today, there's extensive research in the field with applications ranging from medicine to agriculture. The possibilities are being studied regarding how we can use nanotech to speed up bone cell growth, the detection of cancer cells, creating self-cleaning surfaces, and implementing healthier and more efficient irrigation methods. All of that potential says that the future of nanotechnology is only pointed in one direction: endless advancements. 3. Renewable energy. For several years, a growing number of people are getting into an ever-inflating state of existential panic because of the climate change that is taking place as a result of our 2 centuries-long use of fossil fuels as our primary source of energy. With more people coming to realize the magnitude of the global warming threats, governments, companies, and private individuals are taking steps towards depending on renewable sources of energy like solar and wind. 2. Sharing economy. We're moving towards a world where we will barely own stuff anymore. We're coming to realize that it's often cheaper and more efficient to rent whatever we can give up on owning. We've been increasingly doing it with car rides as more people are using sharing services like Uber, and the same with real estate renting services like Airbnb. Today, more services are joining that new sharing model with apps built on rental services for household equipment, office spaces, and even leisure boats. Thanks to smartphones, more people are connected and thus gaining access to these services on both the provider and consumer side. 1. Blockchain technology. With the Bitcoin frenzy that has taken over the world's financial markets in the past couple of years, we come to frequently hear the term blockchain. It's the decentralized, public ledger mechanism at the heart of cryptocurrencies. But the cryptocurrencies are far from their only application. If there is one technology that has the potential to create the decentralized, comprehensive ecosystem that will facilitate all of these other industries we mentioned more securely and more efficiently, it is definitely a blockchain. Based on this technology, there are companies being launched that want to put our finances, research, identity management, and even voting processes on the blockchain. It's basically the new face of the internet, and innovations in this technology will become among the most valuable contributions anyone can make to the future economy. In what industry would you want to work? Thanks for watching.